Amazing audience. We are live again with Brighton West. Brighton was an interesting guy. He was episode somewhere like 8 something, I think, around there.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 8 something. And he had this conversation with me about what he does for coaches with video. It would have been really good if I did prepare before this, because I could have just like hired him, gone to his spot and do like video, right?
Yep.
But I'm concerned with my beard and stuff. It's probably not a good idea, right? But Brighton, it's a great pleasure to connect with you, my friend.
Yeah, great to meet you in person.
Wow, you are real.
I am real.
Yeah.
Yes.
You look close to your picture, which is something that's been a bit weird for us.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of people who don't look like their picture. And it's just
Exactly.
like, whoa, that picture, it's like a dating profile thing where like the picture was
Yeah.
taken 15 years ago
Yeah,
and,
we've
and
had that
30 pounds ago or
experience.
something.
Yeah, we've had that experience where, you're seeing the person. I think it's because you're seeing the whole person as well.
That's true. Yeah, you have an expectation when you
Yes,
just see
your
a little bit.
imagination puts together something that isn't real. That's intriguing though, to experience that. So tell me, what's new in your world? The last time we spoke, we were talking about 2 things that was funny. One was the YouTube crazy videos that you used to do, the funny side.
Uh-huh.
And then the second thing, in terms of what you prep for coaches as a lead magnet, if you would, in terms of explaining what they do, which allows 2 things, as you said specifically. One, it allows the audience or the customer to know who the person is, as well as it allows for the coach the opportunity not to be connected with the wrong person, right?
Right, exactly.
Right. So
Yep.
what's new in your world? What are you doing now?
One of the biggest things I'm doing is collecting video testimonials. So that's kind of been a new, part of what my business is around. Like when I created my business, I really wanted something that was a lifestyle business. So I decided I wanted to pick my clients because I looked at a couple different clients that video would work well for, because that's my skill set is video. And I found that coaches were really great to work with.
Yeah.
And the second thing is I wanted to be location independent. So in the winter, my wife and I go down to LA or San Diego. We'd bring the cats and the dog and everything's great. So I needed a business that was, a videographer. We're being videoed right here. How many videographers can be location independent? You have to be theoretically where your client is, but I figured out a way to do it without that. I'm the videographer with no camera. So with coaches, my coaches do their own video. They record their own video. I'll teach them how. And then from there, what they'll do is send it to me via WeTransfer, and my team will edit and optimize and do all the technical stuff. And then the same thing with testimonials. Coaches can send their clients to me, and I will use Skype to capture a testimonial. So it looks like the client just, sat there and said, oh my God, I love this coach. Let me set up my webcam and get this testimonial, except they're being coached on how to look good and what to say and like how to give a good testimonial. And then I edit it too. So it looks very authentic, and I can do it from anywhere.
That's beautiful. Where's the best place for people to connect with you? Ooh, my mouth filled up there. Where's the best place for people to connect with you?
I think my website now, I just rebranded since the last time we talked, is just Brighton West Video. I'm just going with the name.
Yeah, I love
so
it.
head over to there, Brighton West Video. You can contact form, all that
So
kind
it's
of stuff.
BRIGHTON
WEST
WEST
Video.
Video.com. Okay.
Yeah.
Brighton West Video. Brighton West wasn't available?
Brighton West is not actually. This is something. There is a West Pier in Brighton, England, and the West Pier is famous because it burned down in a horrendous fire, and it's just a shell now. So if you type in Brighton West, you see everything about that pier, and then I show up in a corner, and I couldn't get it.
Yeah, so BrightonWestVideo.com. Well, that's great, that's great. Well, one of the segments we love to cover is your own unique real shoes, which speaks about the shoes you've had to wear to now, right?
Okay.
What was some type of shoes you've worn up to now?
Well, I'm going to go with the shoes I'm wearing right now,
All right.
which is the flip-flop, the Mickey Mouse flip-flop. How about that? I think that is I think that's a pretty good representation. Casual, vacation-like.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, my business and I'm about having a happy life. I'm not making huge amounts of money, but I've got the flexibility that I've wanted, and that's really what life's about.
What's been one struggle you've had wearing that flip-flop?
I think it's the exact opposite of that, is that being casual means less money. So when you're not as serious, it's finding that balance has been a little bit of more of a challenge, where it's like, oh, I'm doing the flip-flop life and having a good time, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, I got some bills to pay.
Yeah.
Better, put on the penny loafers or whatever it is.
The penny loafers, yeah. It's funny how that works, but I love what you're doing, definitely. Love the way it goes. Do you have any regrets? Do you have any regrets with the decisions to put on those flip-flops?
I don't. I think my regret is that I didn't put them on earlier. I put the flip-flops on when I was in my 40s. And I think back and think, if I were to get this entrepreneurial lifestyle, I wish I would have tried it when I was when I was 21, 22 years old, and just built from there. I mean, in the world of online video, I'm competing with a lot of these guys who are like fresh out of college, and they're like young and having fun, and it's all great. And I'm like, oh, I did the corporate life, I did all that. But my regret is not doing it sooner.
What are you excited about right now?
What am I excited about right now? I'm excited about planning that next trip to San Diego. Now is about the time when we start planning so that we can get a good place. And just kind of having, looking forward to the winter where the weather is like right now. Like
it's
gorgeous.
perfect, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is.
It'll get a little hotter later today. But
but then it'll probably drop really quickly because, yesterday got pretty hot pretty fast. But today it's taking a bit, right?
Right, it's better. Yesterday was a hot one.
Oh my gosh.
Heat waves everywhere this year.
So it's going to stay like, I'm asking because I'm concerned.
Well, it's supposed to get better. The heat wave's supposed to break tomorrow is the last hot day.
Okay.
And then we're in the 80s, and that's perfect Portland, dry, no humidity, 80-degree weather.
What food would you suggest for Portland to somebody that's coming to Portland?
I would suggest food cart food.
Okay.
That's kind of our specialty here, is people making their own small business, operating out of a cart, and just trying to make a go of it. And I think Portland's a very entrepreneurial place, and I think it's set up for that.
Okay.
So
around what area? Is it where at
Laurelhurst Park. So, there's a food cart pot, typically here. So food carts in a lot of other towns have to move around during the day. Here, they get to stay in the same spot forever. So people take their parking lot and turn it into a food cart pot. So there's one down on Belmont at about 43rd. There's a small one on Belmont. There's Hawthorne and 12th. There's a huge one. So they're all over town in just little pods. And it's just great food and a good selection. So it's, if you guys want to eat different food.
Yeah, no, definitely. Street food is good food.
Right, exactly.
That's been our experience. Like going to the popular places, it's not been as great as the side, but on recommendations only.
Yep.
So you're doing video. You found a way where it's easier on the client as well as yourself, right? I can get that at brightonwestvideos.com.
Video, no S.
Okay, no S. When you heard that this guy from the Caribbean was coming to meet you, what did you think?
I thought, this guy's doing this cool travel trip. I need to meet him. It was interesting. I'm not sure how we got together first to do the first interview, but then when I saw, you were traveling, I think that, it's great. Travel is like, you can see so much, you just expand your mind so much, and you get to kind of, make decisions day by day. Well, you guys have a little bit of a schedule, but
we do have
a
schedule.
Little flexibility, but yeah, so I was like, that's the type of people I want to hang out with and meet. I used to travel and go to hostels all the time, and I just loved meeting those people. So
it's
you're
been
the
amazing.
type of people to,
and
you've got great stories, and it's like bringing together. It's like kind of the whole world comes together through travelers. Not travelers that go and stay at a resort, but travelers who travel and meet people, because then you just really start to make those connections.
Yeah, it's the web.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, the traveler's web. It's been amazing. Well, Brighton, in closing, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
I would say, first off, get on video if you're not there yet. As you're seeing, everybody loves to watch video. You can convey more. People can get to know you. And second, I think, is travel. Get out there and experience life. And I'm going to give her third. Third is, if you're young and in your 20s, try that entrepreneurial thing before you try the corporate thing.
I love it. Brighton West, this has been a great pleasure. Thank you for being on what is inspired by 12-minute convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you.
Boom. Did you have fun?